Good morning to you, JP. Shohei Ohtani at the top of this list on my paper. And before that surgery, we were pondering the insane price. Now it's where and for how long. How's this going to play out? Good morning.
Lauren, good morning. We begin the week with Shohei Ohtani, as we should. Of course, at some point in time later on this week, he may earn his second American League Most Valuable Player award, which, of course, with the second award will equal the number of times that, yes, Lincoln ran for president, as Harold pointed out earlier on in the show. But as we talk to Shohei later on in the week, if he ends up winning, Lauren, we may hear a little bit from him because, of course, it's customary that the winner of the MVP meets with the media. So do we hear a little bit more about Shohei and his preferences in free agency? What I'll tell you is this. After speaking with people around the industry and those more familiar with Shohei's thinking, the difference between this free agency and the first time that he came to North America is that he is probably less concerned about geography and more concerned about the quality of the team that he's going to. Yes, money is going to matter. We know that. Yes, the Dodgers probably remain the favorites to sign him, and they are a West Coast team, and they have got the capacity to spend. That's the really key thing with the Dodgers. Not only is it a very quality team that wins the division basically every year in the last decade, but they've got a lot of room to spend and build a roster out around him. So I do think, yes, there is still an advantage to the Dodgers, but when you look east of the Mississippi or in that general area, you got a team like the Cubs who have just hired Craig Counsell. We'll hear from him later on today in the press conference. I think those types of ball clubs that are showing a willingness to compete and contend, whether it's the Cubs. I even had somebody tell me, Lauren, in the last week or so, that Shohei would be very intrigued by playing for the Atlanta Braves. Now, I don't expect the Braves to sign him because their priority is upgrading their pitching staff for 2024, but that gives you an idea of where his thought process is. Get to the best team you can get to. And finally, Lauren, a note on Shohei that I think is really interesting about his goals for 2024. Because this is the only year, we believe, where he's going to be entirely focused on hitting because, of course, of recovering from surgery, this is probably his one and only chance to win a triple crown offensively. And we know that Shohei is all about doing things that have never been done before. That would be the one thing that he could do that he's never done before. Win a triple crown, because without pitching, he'll be able to be a DH in every game, right? So he could have those counting stats that would be harder to get in the other circumstance. So keep an eye on that. Shohei's signing with the team where he's got the best chance to win and be in a lineup where winning a triple crown is possible.
I wonder if that affects his rehab and if teams care about that for the long term. There's so many questions. We're going to get into it all off season long, so he won't pitch this year. But there are two Japanese arms, JP, that were locked in on Yamamoto as highly touted as they come. Any idea on what teams are in on him?
Yes, Lauren. Yes. So Yoshinobu Yamamoto and then Shota Imanaga, the two main pitchers coming over via the posting system. We believe that Yamamoto could be posted at some point in the coming days, potentially by the middle of this week. The goal there is, of course, it's a 45-day posting window, and to make sure that everything is wrapped up before the new year would be good for him. That way he's got certainty on where he's going. And then Imanaga likely could follow soon after him. The thing about Yamamoto that stands out to a lot of people is twofold.
This is a high-end all-star pitcher.
He is, Harold, a high-end all-star player, the three-time defending champion of the Sawamura Award, given to the best pitcher, and there's a lot of other teammate and even citizenship components in that. He's just a highly respected and revered teammate and pitcher. He could be, Lauren, the top pure free agent pitcher on the market this year, even ahead of the likes of Nola or Gray or Snell. There are some teams that believe that he is the top. And again, part of the reason is how young he still is, in his mid-20s. It's a very unique situation to get a pitcher of his accomplishment at this age, which is the reason why there is a belief he may actually set the record of all pitchers in terms of sheer dollars coming over from Japan. He's going to get potentially higher than Tanaka, higher than Darvish. A record-setting deal that we could see for Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Oh, so an ace in the middle of the rotation kind of guy. We will be all ears and all eyes on that. Our focus is always on pitching in the winter. It just is. But in terms of position players, Cody Bellinger there, right? Matt Chapman as well. Cody Bellinger had so much success on the north side. How likely is a reunion there? Where will his suitors be?
Lauren, it's possible. I do think the Cubs have other priorities, and for that reason, it's probably a group of 3 teams that we would describe as the most serious suitors right now for Cody Bellinger. Bob Nightingale reporting recently, Cubs, Yankees, Giants. And we can understand the rationale for both the Yankees and Giants to be involved as well. The Yankees, surprisingly, Lauren, a dearth of left-handed power for them during the course of this season and even going back to last year. And then the Giants, for a long time, they've been finishing second or third on a lot of top free agents. You look at what Bellinger's been able to do, cutting down on his strikeout rate. The home run power was there for him, the 26 homers this year, a 307 average. Bellinger, to me, you sort of set Ohtani aside as such a unique player. Aside from Ohtani, Bellinger is the best position player out there right now, partially because of his productivity, partially because he can play infield or outfield. And for a team like the Yankees, that you're wondering where is the production coming from aside from Aaron Judge, I believe the Yankees will be in there until the very end on Bellinger this offseason.
Cody or Juan Soto, more of a priority for the Yankees? Or is that an impossible question?
I would say Bellinger, Lauren, because with Bellinger right now, it is a free agent contract to where if you sign him, he's yours, presumably for the long term, whereas Soto is just 1 year, and then you hope to find a way to get him extended. But it's a great question, Lauren. I would say Bellinger, the higher priority.
Okay, Yankee fans crossing their fingers that both